Hi everyone, Barbara Rankin here today with another project for the ColourArte Video Creator Design Team. Today I have a fairly quick project to show you. It's using a 3D papier-mâché Christmas star ornament. So let's get started. I got this ornament at Michael's. It's Celebrate It. It was on sale for half off, so it only cost $1. I removed the hanger from the ornament so it wouldn't get in my way, and I used these antique aged papers from Basil, tore them into tiny little strips so that I can use my golden soft gel matte medium to adhere the tiny pieces. So I'm just brushing the medium onto the papier-mâché, brushing the medium over the paper as I work around. I didn't want to cover the entire star because I have some other plans. So I just want these pieces to be elements of the star and not totally cover it. So now I'm going to take some golden crackle paste, and I'm using a spatula to spread it in the open spaces where the music sheet is not. And I'm going to do one side at a time because the crackle paste takes a little bit of time to dry, and it's best to let it dry on its own so that the crackle results will work pretty well. Now I put on some thick coats of this, so I used an emery board to sand down some of the peaks, but you don't want to sand it down smooth because you do want some of that texture to show through. And I'm going to do the same to the back side now that the crackle paste has dried on the front. And again, I'm going to let the crackle paste air dry. Now I'm going to start coloring my star. I've taken some Anthurium Silks Acrylic Glaze and I'm mixing it with water because I want to make a wash with this. I don't want to cover up my papers that I adhered. I just want to get color on there, and I want it to blend, and I want it to kind of seep into the cracks and crevices that I've created with the crackle paste. And I've decided that I wanted to make it a little bit stronger color, so as you can see I'm adding a little bit more of the silk acrylic glaze and a little bit less water. And then I'm going to heat it with the heat tool, and again I'm going to repeat the process for the back of the ornament. And just keep adding water to the silk acrylic glaze, and if you need more color, just add more of the acrylic glaze to it, to the water mixture, and then heat set it to dry. Now I'm going to make an actual glaze. I'm using the Silk's Fuzzy Peach to make a transparent glaze. I don't really want a watercolor here, I really want a glaze. And so using the primary elements glaze allows me to not actually I'm not watering down the glaze, I'm making a lighter, more translucent glaze than what comes straight out of the jar. And again I'm going to dry with the heat tool. And now I want to add a little bit of gold to my ornament. So I'm using a baby wipe, and I'm just picking up the color with the baby wipe and spreading it across the ornament with my finger. And again, I'm doing the same thing on the back. And if you get too much, you can quickly use a clean portion of your baby wipe to remove any excess. Now I'm going to make a bit of a wash with some white gesso and water so that I can make little splatters over the ornament. A lot of artists use this technique, and I like it, and so I thought, well, I'll give it a try. And now to bring a little warmth in, I'm using the Silk's Chestnut Brown, again with a baby wipe. I'm just picking it up and dipping some of it off on the side there if I've got too much on the baby white, and then just spreading it across the ornament with my finger again. And if I've got too much in a spot, I'll just use a clean part of the baby white to remove any excess. I really like the warmth that the chestnut brown gives. Now I'm going to replace the hanger that I removed by clipping off the top portion to make the hole bigger. And I'm using some Aleene's Fast Grab Tacky glue, and I've squirted a little bit in there. I cut about a 12-inch length of this very pretty pink bead, and I've inserted that into the hole. And now I'm going to decorate with some botanicals. I like to buy these bead garlands from Michael's, and I think you get a lot for the money, especially when you get them on sale. And I cut them apart and then just put them back together in a fashion that I like for the particular project I'm working on. So as you can see, I'm using a heat gun, and I'm just simply adding the bits and pieces that I cut apart from the garland and arranging it in a pleasing manner, something that I find pleasing and works for this project. And now I'm going to use some Petaloo cream flowers because I've got a few empty spaces there. So I've got a leaf from the package, and I'm going to apply that first, and then a couple of flowers for filler. And we are just about finished. Another little gem there. And we're done. And here are a few close-ups of my project, and I hope you can see some of the depth and dimension and the beautiful mica that in this picture here is really showing up. It's just very, very shimmery and perfect for this ornament and for Christmas projects. And I hope you enjoyed my project today. And if you liked my video, I would appreciate a thumbs up. I would also love for you to subscribe to my channel, my YouTube channel, so that you won't miss any of my new videos as they come out. And I appreciate so much your support. And I hope you have a wonderful holiday this year and with your family and friends. Thanks again, and I will put a complete list of the products used down in the description area below the video. Thanks again. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.